Hi, welcome to my Tummy Whispers. Today we are going to make a beautiful, light and fluffy roti. It resembles the taste of roti prata in Singapore and roti canai in Malaysia. But the beauty of this roti is it doesn't need all the skills of the roti prata men. You don't need to flip the dough in the air or have lots of splashes of oil or etc. Unlike the traditional roti prata or roti canai, it takes overnight for the dough to get fermented. But my recipe only takes less than 1.5 hours to churn out 8 rotis. It's simply light and fluffy, and it's freshly made at home, and you don't need to buy commercial ones and keep it in the freezer and reheat and serve your loved ones. In a deep bowl, I added 3 cups of plain flour. Next, I added 1 teaspoon of baking powder and half teaspoon of yeast and 1 teaspoon of salt, which is not in the video. Please add it. And add 1.5 cups of plain room temperature water and give it a good mix. With the help of a spatula, combine all the ingredients in the bowl and form into a soft dough. Transfer the soft dough onto a silicone mat and dust it generously with some plain flour and give it a light knead. Form 8 equal portions of little balls and keep aside. I divided the dough into 8 equal portions, and some was a little bit big and some was a little bit small. So it's just an eyeball. So I have to deduct and add here and there. But if you want to be very accurate, you can always weigh the whole dough and divide it into 8 equal pieces. The choice is yours. Now the 8 portions of dough has been done. I take out the first dough piece and roll it into a thin circle. After that, I make a slit and I apply the soft butter all around the dough. Once the butter has been applied onto the dough, from the slit, I roll it neatly into a conical shape. Once a cone shape has been done, the top part I just neatly tuck it inside and I flip it over, which is the bottom pointed part, and I also give it a light press and tuck it inside. And I keep it aside and do the same process to all the other 7 pieces. When all the dough has been done, you can place all the dough pieces neatly onto a baking tray and cover it with a clean, dry tea towel and keep it in a warm place like the microwave oven or a normal oven. Please do not switch on any heat. We just want to relax the dough. So you can keep it in those warm places for about 30 to 40 minutes. After 30 to 40 minutes, remove the dough from the warm place and take each dough piece and dust it lightly with some flour and roll it into a perfect circle at this stage. You will also realize the dough has been relaxed and is much more pliable, and rolling into a circle is simply a breeze now. Please heat up a skillet or a shallow frying pan as we are going to cook the rotis. Make sure the skillet is under medium-high heat and place the first roti onto the skillet. About 2 minutes later, you will see some blisters appearing on the rotis. After that, you flip it over. Then you brush it lightly with some cooking oil and leave it for another minute before you flip it over to the other side. As you can see from the video, that the rotis are very light and very fluffy. It's really bubbling up, and that's a very good sign of a good light roti. Once both the sides have turned a tinge of brown, you may remove it and place it on a board and clap it a few times, and you fold it and store it into your container. All our rotis have been made with lots of passion. It looks so light and so fluffy. I folded all the rotis and neatly stacked it up in my favorite terracotta pot, which keeps it warm and moist. As you can see, when I tear one of the rotis, it's so beautiful, light and fluffy, unlike the commercial ones which is greasy and rather crispy. And today I'm going to serve it with my favorite curry, lamb mince curry and some vegetable kurma. Of course, you can eat it with dal, fish curry, lamb curry or any of your favorite curries. I hope you will give it a try and enjoy the dish too.